to the city street.
Hello everybody, this is Glenda and
Joe
with Shaking Hands Art with Fralins and Friends. But we're not doing any art tonight. It's chat! It's our chat time. We're not on the porch because it's raining.
again.
Again. The thing is, we're still in a light drought. I do think I will do an eagle this week when I paint. And so I'll probably will sketch it and then paint it. I have painted eagles before, but this is going to be a little more. A little more.
You probably saw the short she did on our irises that I transplanted last year.
Yes.
We got more of them blooming out.
I love them. They're so pretty.
And I noticed we do have one little red rose on that rose bush out front.
Do we?
Yeah.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
That's the one you were worried about, wasn't it?
No, it's a yellow one out back. I don't think it's going to do anything,
We'll give it time.
but we'll see.
If it don't, I'll go grab some rose off of the one over at the kid's house. Had a big bunch of tea roses over there. Big old bush, couple of bushes. Anyway, yeah, planting things. This has been a great year for planting flowers and last year we got quite a few coming up, but we've been trying for a while to get some good stuff to grow here, and finally we are getting the right plants, I guess, for this soil. The lilies will be coming up soon.
Yeah, they're up. They just haven't bloomed yet.
No, they haven't put on blooms or anything yet.
And the hostas that I transplanted out front, they're doing well.
They're doing really well. There was a picture not long ago on Facebook, and they've been putting these like remember when type pictures, or if you're old enough to remember this, you're old. But this is how people used to eat on the road, before all the McDonald's and all the fast food. And there was a kid sitting on the tailgate, I guess, of the station wagon.
Yeah.
And they were somebody was fixing up some sandwiches or cooking something on a little grill or something. And that's how we traveled. But the funny thing about it was, okay, Dad built with an old pickup bed. And so he made a portable kitchen out of it that could put the tops. And then there was all the stuff that we slept with and all of that stuff, and the big tent stuffed in the back. And there were 6 of us kids fighting for elbow room. But it was a blast. Not while we were fighting over elbow room, but once we got to a location. But one time we were camped in Colorado, and there was a trail, guided trail that you could go up to the Continental Divide in this particular place. And so she didn't have any hot chocolate or hot cocoa mix or anything. So she took some Mr. Good bars and melted them into some milk and filled our thermoses. So we had some nice chunky hot chocolate as we went up. Surely you guys did some silly stuff like that, or did some stuff. That's not silly, it was good.
We only took one trip when we was kids with Dad out to see my uncle out in Greeley, Colorado.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, what was that like?
Just, drove a Rambler station wagon.
That's what we had. Well, we had a Rambler and then we had a Country Squire.
This is a Rambler. Drove it out there, and now we spent 1 or 2 days out there, and then we came back.
It would affect it, but anyway.
Well, I suppose coffee could raise your blood pressure.
Well, yeah, it can. It's a stimulant, but
But I didn't have any today.
So sometimes just stress can increase it. But yeah,
Seems like I don't need the coffee as much as I used to, or used to think I did, because I was smoking back then. And coffee and cigarettes go together. I mean, it just has ever since.
well,
But now that I don't smoke, then the coffee isn't always necessary either. So.
I quit smoking, but I didn't quit my iced tea. But now the bag, I just found out there's a lot of health. What we get are the black tea. That's what they have. So that's what we drink. That's what I drink, and we make it by the pitcher because it's that cold brew tea bags. So I was looking up because I know green tea's got a lot of good benefits to it. But I was looking it up and about stuff about black tea, and had all these nice little health things, but it's the highest amount of caffeine of any of those drinks. It's higher than coffee. I suppose it depends on how strong you make it, but it's like, oh, wow. But my blood pressure is controlled with medication, so I drink it all day long. My mouth is dry, so I just keep drinking it. But I may need to cool it with that a little bit. So, no, it was great going up to Valentine. We really liked the cabin that we were in, and it was out on a little ranch type resort. The ladies that ran it were absolutely wonderful. And then we went up to this waterfall. But next time, if we go to one of those things, we are going to take my scooter. 'Cause that was long getting there from the...
But we had the scooters, just...
We thought it would just be a little short little thing. So I was in my wheelchair. He was pushing. That was probably half a mile to get back there. Mostly uphill. So, but...
No, that wasn't a half a mile.
It probably seemed like it.
Well, I had to stop a couple times, just kind of catch my breath.
Yep. I'm not a lightweight anymore.
Going down was great. It was easy.
Yep. But at least he got to go down to the bottom of the falls and take pictures of it that were just absolutely, or film of it that was just absolutely wonderful.
That was the main reason we went up there, was to see that.
Well, that, and then it's a lot of, what do they call that?
Sand hills.
Yeah, it's the sand hills. There's a lot of they don't bale hay there so much. They grow, I don't think I saw a field of alfalfa anywhere. It's this grass. The grass that grows there wild. That's what all of their animals eat, is that wild grass. But there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
So,
See a lot of bales.
yep, a lot of bales. But they said there was one year where they did have to buy some.
Yeah, I had a bad winter. Or no, it wasn't.
Usually during a drought, you don't get much growth.
That might have been because they was pretty drought-like.
But
Maybe it was because of drought.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember now and I can't. I'm drawing a blank.
Anyway, yeah. We just learned a lesson is all. We'd like to go places. We just need to be a little more friendly to our backs and butts. and bladders, and make some stops along the way for maybe a half an hour or so. We were kind of going a long way because there was this museum that Joe wanted to go and see, but we were too late in the day by the time we got there. It was farther than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So it was closed by the time we got there. Anyway, but if we go, we shared our travels with you. They're in one of the folders, but We'll probably do some more travels again one of these days. Take you along and you get to enjoy it. I remember when we were in the hotel right at the beginning of COVID and they were redoing our bathroom. We hired a plumber and a carpenter to completely revamp our bathroom. And so we had to stay in a motel. We only have one. One bathroom in this little house. But we had to go stay at a motel and trying to do videos from there. It was tricky, but we did it. Yeah. I mean, there was stuff outside we got to go see. I did have my scooter and got to go scooting around. Was that this scooter or the old one?
Well, that'd be this one.
Okay, yeah.
That's what,
22.
22, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was right before they started saying it was coming this way. So I stayed in her room. Joe would go out for the continental breakfast and he would bring me back something. But
biscuits and gravy. Every day.
He absolutely loves biscuits and gravy. And I do too, but for a breakfast every morning, no. They had other stuff and he did bring me but sometimes just a nice fruit plate is nice. Well, we're gonna go. And maybe we'll think about something to talk about next time before we get started. We always find something sooner or later.
See Wiley.
Yeah, you're gonna blind him with that.
Oh.
He's got one of those, what do they call,
See?
yeah, he's what gives us our light. Boo! He's a little far away. I'm in the shadow. There we go. Not that they need to see me so much. They see me a lot.
Now our son gave them to us for Christmas one year. Well, it's 2016. We got Wiley the coyote and we got
Tweety Bird.
Tweety Bird.
He likes the Wiley. He got the Wiley and I got Tweety. I love Tweety Bird. I have got a little Tweety necklace. Did you get that for me once?
Yeah, I think so.
And the kids got me a bunch of little Tweety things that I think I've got them on the dresser in the bedroom. They're just small little items. So this week's going to be exciting. I am going to work on painting an eagle for the next couple of days. And if I manage to get those done, then I'm going to try to do a cat for a sculpture. I want to do this one differently because I've been looking at Etsy to see what go over really good. And they are so cute. And a lot of them are just these little miniature things, but they have floral designs and all that kind of stuff on them. So that would be so fun to do. I do have a cat, but I made him for Halloween. And I call him Shadow Cat because, I mean, I wish I had fluorescent paint. I would have painted his eyes more fluorescent because he's like turned towards you with his head. And there's the two white eyes with the, anyway, he's supposed to be a Halloween spooky cat. Shadow Cat, I call him. The one where in the corner that all you see are the eyes. The rest of them are black. So, but I don't have any fluorescent paint, but it was fun. And he's still fun. So, and one of these days I might make another crow. I just won't make it the way I made the one the one I've got in there because I made each feather separately and baked them, you know, put them on, baked them, and they're very delicate because they're thin. They crunch. I did replace some of them.
Yeah, you're talking about them feathers? Yeah, real thin.
Yeah, and I did replace them with a more flexible kind of clay, but still, that will still break, so it's not going anywhere. there were people, oh, I want one of those birds, and it's like, I wish I could do it, but I can't. I can do one that has the birds, or the feathers just kind of etched in, but as far as having all those separate feathers, it's not something I'm gonna do again, because they break. So I was happy to have done it once. Once. Ah, there was some lightning.
Yeah.
We